Hello everyone and welcome back to AutoCraft, Season 2. This is Episode 4, and today we're going to do a bunch of different things. We have been off the upload schedule for a while just because I'm, as you know, I'm in university, so it's hard to balance these things and, a lot of work, but today we have an extra day off because of the weekend, so I'm going to take advantage of that and release to you guys an episode. Or just try, Who knows how much I can get accomplished in one day, but, we're going to see what we can do. So right now I'm actually building a area with which villagers will farm in. So we can get a village. Basically, I'm trying to make a villager breeder, so we can get a better way of getting mending books other than fishing. So that way we don't have to spend eternity just fishing, because that is the most boring thing on the planet, and no one wants to see that. And plus, at the same time, we get to make something colorful, which, again, this is very modern, but that's what we've been going for. So I really like the look of this. Tell me what you think, but in order to do that, I have to gather up some more orange concrete powder. In order to do that, I need some more orange dye. So in order to do that, I've decided to make a flower farm, if that makes any sense. I know this episode we said, oh, we're going to take on the wither, and we might, but if we have the mending books for all of our armor, we're going to be golden. That way I don't have to keep repairing my armor with diamonds and wasting XP and diamonds, even though I do have a lot. So that's going to be the plan for this episode, I think, as like a good starter thing to do. So I'm going to sort of kick it up into time-lapse.
So, welcome to the Super Time-Lapse Chat, and today I want to talk to you about future endeavors. Obviously, I didn't get this episode done in one day, because I've been pretty busy. I've finally gotten around to it, especially after the holidays. I thought about doing Gamesmith. I did that once in 2016, but I didn't end up doing it. But I'm still going to try and release some more episodes before I go back to study for the spring. I've been working on a math project that I did over the summer, and hopefully I'll have that released on the vlogging channel pretty soon, because I think it's really interesting, and if you're into math, stay tuned for that. It has to do with the binomial coefficient, if that means anything to you. Again, it's January, so that means PAX East is coming up, and of course I will be at PAX East, so if you want to meet me, that would be great. Just shoot me a tweet, and I'll see it. I don't post on Twitter often, but I do read my tweets, so and my mentions, so you can obviously reach me there. Obviously, parts of this time-lapse were cut out so that I could make it at a lower frame rate, so it's not all psychedelic, so I hope you guys don't mind. And with that, all my messages are done, but that's okay, because it's almost time to go back on to the main episode. Now.
Okay, welcome back. We're finished. Sorry if the time-lapse made you nauseous. I can't get other accounts onto the world, so that's how I did that one particular time-lapse. I'm probably not going to do another time-lapse like that, because it's kind of psychedelic. It's like a bad... we're not going to go there. Okay. Basically, this is the system that I've come up with. It's pretty simple. What you do is you take your bone meal and you stick it in there, and then the system goes back and forth, and when you flick this lever, it turns a hopper clock on, which then has pistons that alternate, one there, which moves grass, one line of grass, one line of dispensers, and one line of observers, both on each side, such that the observers signal the dispensers when they move, which then bone meals the grass. And of course the hoppers are going into the dispensers, which are not moving. It's a pretty simple system, and then of course there's a minecart underneath picking up the items as it goes along, which then goes into our storage system over here. It's actually a pretty simple design. I'm pretty happy with it, how it turned out. You can actually do a test run if you feel like. We'll grab stacks of bones because I don't know what to do with them otherwise. We'll grab like 1, 2.5 stacks of bones. We're just gonna turn into bone meal. Bone meal, bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. It's a lot of bone meal. Not sure I wanted to do this, but that's alright. We'll do that much. Just gonna pick it up. It's a lot of bone meal. Oh my god, we're gonna have so many flowers. I didn't realize about this. Oh god. You can pretty much build this anywhere and it'll produce so many flowers. What do I do with all these flowers now? God.
We're back, and it is 2019. Now I've timestamped myself when we finally got back into Minecraft because the semester's over and I've been working a little bit, and we have this giant thing. Yeah, so you probably saw this before because I know I recorded this particular clip, but we got this guy in here. I finished that, so now the villagers will. Only the baby villagers will get through to this part here. You'll see that ice there, and they'll go up. So we have 4 tubes, 1 on each corner, and as such we needed to connect them all. So you see they go up here, so there's 1 on each corner. And you'll be like, oh, I didn't see those sandstone pillars, but if you come outside real quick, you'll see that there is, we've got some aqueduct action going on here. Okay, so that way you connect, so that one connects to that one, which then connects down to that one, which is the main one, and the one from the other corner also connects to that one, as you can see. That way it's symmetrical on both sides, and it looks, somewhat pleasing. I tried to keep the architecture style as much as possible, that way the aqueducts wouldn't ruin the build overall, and I actually think it turned out pretty well, especially with these sandstone pillars that I used to act as a quote-unquote support structure. Then we have the big arch here that goes across as the aqueduct leaves the building and then goes all the way down is here. Of course it's on the gradient because that's what aqueducts do. And then it makes its way down here, all the way down here, and it deposits right here. So because of that, we actually need to build a place for which the real villagers to reside. Hopefully this is far away. If not, I can always continue the aqueduct to be further away. And of course I will use that Pythagorean theorem in 3 dimensions to determine how far this is away from the village that we've created at the bottom of the I don't know what we're calling this building here, but just the large building here. I thought when I started this project, I didn't think it would take that long, but it's taken me a lot longer, just because I wanted to look a certain way, and overall I'm pretty pleased with it, especially the bottom part, which looks pleasing, the top part looks pleasing, which is really good for me, especially since I haven't stretched my building muscles in a long time, and since I'm mostly a redstone guy, so. And we did a little bit of redstone this episode already, so I thought, why not build something, so. Of course, we're going to finish the villager thing, but I have to actually edit and get this episode out pretty soon, because it's been 3 months and people don't know where I am, so, that's probably a good idea, but I'm just giving you a little update so you can see what I've been up to with that. So I let the villagers loose into the pit, and they bred like crazy, and they went into the aqueducts, which is good, but because I haven't built the thing yet, this is just a physical day after I recorded the last clip, and now I have 8,000 villagers. Someone help me. I
just want them to stop breeding. Oh god. Oh, villagers are the worst. Don't. If you are on a multiplayer server, just don't deal with villagers. Find someone who can, thank them very much, and pay them, and get them to give you a mending villager, because this is not worth it. Yeah, a villager, they apparently can climb ladders? Because that baby villager just escaped and climbed up a ladder, and now he's just wandering through the halls. If there are more babies down here, I'm going to lose my mind, because it took them forever just to get them into the water streams, because I have to push them. You can't hurt them or else they'll kill you. Just villagers are the worst. Period. Ugh. Ah! I can't deal with this. And now we've just this guy chilling right here in like the lobby. The building looks very pretty. I just don't. I didn't think somehow I thought the breeder would fail, so I was hoping that it would, so I would have time to build the pit, but nope! Instead I've got to corral all the villagers into the water streams and just have them chill right here. Like you can see them just bobbing up and down right here. Like the zombies can't get them, so that's good. Oh man. This is exactly why I made a ladder on the other side, so I can get out and they can't. Yeah. Hopefully they can't climb that ladder. They shouldn't be able to, is their AI, because there's only one right there. This is getting insane. I just need to make a pit where they can just stay. So I'm gonna sort through all these villagers and hopefully build a hall or just some place to, keep them. Villagers, don't ever deal with them. That's basically my advice. Alright, we'll be right back. This situation is sort of under control now. I died in the process though, because an iron golem killed me. I got most of my stuff back, except for like my sword, which I have to build again. Which is fine. Just fine. These villagers are making me insane. Now I have them all in boats, so they will stop running around like crazy people. I have so many white coats, and most of them are villagers, so I'm bound to have at least one mending villager in here. I just have to trade with all of them. We've got Luck of the Sea 3, we've got Infinity 1, which is alright. We've got Cartographer, which I don't, another one. We've got Fortune, which is always great if I like die. We've got Aqua Infinity, we've got, already shown off that one. We've got Feather Falling 2, we've got Power 1, we've got a whole bunch of things going on here. Fire Protection 4, which is pretty good. Feather Falling 2. I just need, basically what I'm saying is one of these are bound to be a Fortune, Inspiration. Let's see. One of these are bound to be mending villagers, basically, as like their higher tier trade. So I'm gonna probably do that, but I think that'll just about do it for this episode. I'll build like a better way to get out of here, but currently this is the way I have. The walls are so high because they keep escaping. Entities, they're the worst. Next episode, because bamboo is a thing now, I'm probably going to try and actually fish that bamboo, because I was working that earlier before I got into this whole villager situation. So we can get an infinite smelter going, because that would be awesome. Also, if these villagers don't have mending, I'll kill them all. With suffocation, obviously, so the game doesn't seem as involved, because that's how that works. And so that way they'll repopulate down there, and the babies will go back into the aqueducts, which is why I built the aqueducts. And I think that's all. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and brush your teeth.